Okay, Bruna, it's decision time. I have to make a decision. I have to buy one of these. So I guess your first decision as you're first getting into Morse is you got to decide: are you going to get a straight key or you're going to get the paddle? Hi, I'm James, November Zero Whiskey Radio Lima, and I'm here at beautiful Begali Keys, and I've got with me Bruna.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Actually, good to see you, because we did the other video as well one time before. But I've been eyeing a Begali key for a really long time, and I've been wanting to buy one, so I think today is going to be the day that I finally pull the trigger and buy my Begali keys. But they look beautiful, so...
Yeah, you have many choices.
I have many choices. How's the Hamfest been for you guys?
Not bad, spoken a lot, and what can I say? Maybe sales were not as last year or the year before, but speaking a lot, you know, people can come back. You met new people.
Meet new people. A lot of people like to check them out at the Hamfest and then buy online as well.
Later,
so like Ham Radio Prep people, you guys get, how do they find? I think this is your website here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
i2rtf.com, and you can get these keys. But I mean, these are just very classy, beautiful keys, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
It's like when you think of nice cars, you think of the Italian cars. You think of Ferrari, you think of Lamborghini. When you think of beautiful Morse code keys, you think of Begali. Oh. Okay, come on.
We just try to do what we are able to do at the best way we can.
Okay, Bruna. Perfect. So I'm new to CW. I know I want to buy a Begali key, but there's a lot of options, and so like maybe walk me through like what would you be thinking about for me as a
do you know the code already, or
I'm learning my first letters right now.
Okay,
but so I know that if I buy my key, it's going to inspire me to work more on it.
Okay, are you learning with a club or by yourself?
By myself through apps, things like that.
Okay. Because regularly the clubs suggest the straight keys.
It suggests the straight keys.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look.
Because you can understand exactly the time of the dashes and time of dates, the space between a letter and a phrase and a word. Oops. Worry. And what can I say? Straight keys are completely different one from the others, because for example this one is working through a pivot and spring.
A pivot and a spring, okay.
Yeah,
that's really cool to see. Okay.
Yeah, it's a very old style of keys. Unfortunately, I don't have here the other model of straight key, which is this one, which is the most popular one.
The Spark, okay.
Exactly.
That's a very popular one.
Because you can use it for a long time without being tired after that. Instead, maybe with this one, since it's a little bit more distance.
More distance, you can get a little worn out with your hand.
Yeah. Maybe you
Good things to consider. But I have to say, for you guys that are watching on the video, one of the things that I love about these keys is the weight. Yeah,
it weighs 2 kilos.
It weighs 2 kilos, so that you feel the quality of the key when you're holding it. And if you can see in the video too, I mean, it's beautiful design and beautiful construction as well.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so these are some of the straight keys that I'm looking at here.
Okay, this one instead works through the blade. So this key is very smooth and you can relax while sending. It's very precise. And of course, you cannot get tired after using.
This is nice. I really like this key.
The blade you can see is here. So this piece of metal is the blade. So and it works thanks to that.
That's interesting too, because even though you have multiple different straight keys, the actual mechanism is different. You have a spring and you have a blade.
Exactly. Okay. Exactly. And then you have this one, which has a special one and controlled by magnets. So you have an attraction magnet and a repulsion magnet that can adjust the tension, the pleasure you can have, if you want to have it a little bit more straight, so more precise, or a little bit more softer.
Perfect. Okay, so these are some good options, and we have the 3 different types of mechanism.
Exactly.
You've got spring, blade, magnet.
Exactly.
Now, here we're getting into some different styles over here too. I mean, these are kind of, they almost seem like they're portable. Are these more
Yeah, and you can remove the base because it has magnets.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. This one is available in iambic, dual, or mono.
Iambic dual or mono?
Yeah, the mono is mono because thanks to this arm, which is the main arm, which works for a single. Also, it has two finger pieces.
And what's the advantages between the dual on this side or the mono where it has the single piece?
Okay, the mono can be used only in this way. Instead, the dual one you can use in this way or squeezing.
And what's the advantage of the squeezing?
Yeah, many people
Okay, I
use
see.
it. Yeah,
It's a little bit maybe trickier to learn the squeeze
exactly.
method, but it could
it
get you
saves,
faster.
Yeah, and it saves more time.
Okay, and then we get some more into
Oh
these.
my.
And remind me again, because you have the straight key and these are just the paddles, right?
Yeah. These are a special paddle because they can be used as a paddles, as a dual iambic, or as a single lever.
Okay. For me, if you can get a close up on this, for some reason, I'm a sucker for the gold and the black. This one is beautiful in particular. I really like this one. I really like this one.
This has a special finish, which is Cerakote.
Okay.
Usually is applied, as a special application, a ceramic application that in Italy you have to be certified by United States because Cerakote is the United States product.
Wow.
Yeah.
Called
So-
Cerakote.
Yeah. And usually it's used by gun and shotgun companies, army, and since we live very close to Berera company, the weapon company, we used to have these finishes made by the same company who treat Berera, Perazzi, and Benelli.
Wow.
Yeah. We live
That's so
20
cool.
kilometers far from them, so it's easy.
What's
for
your
us.
town in? That you live?
Brescia.
Brescia.
Yeah, we live in a smallest town, which is Sellatica.
Selatica.
That one, a small village in the big city, Brescia.
Okay. Wow.
And
Okay.
so with this one, you can have two keys in one
It's not easy
because you can use as a dual, or adjusting this one with a special screwdriver, you can use as a single.
As a single.
Yeah, the
Interesting.
same this one.
Wow.
This is the name, sculptor Janus. Janus was a Roman god with two faces.
Ah.
So one face is for the single and one face is for iambic.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
That's a very good name. Now this one is in particularly interesting. I mean, this one stands out from the others because the design is super interesting. It has like this, it has some of these things happening here. So tell me about why is this one designed so differently?
It was made about 25 years ago, the first one, and we designed this because we had a commission made for a person who had to go to Antarctica.
Wow. So this was made specifically for an Antarctica mission.
Yeah. So we had to produce something very light
So cool.
because you cannot bring a lot of weight with you if you are going to a special expedition, and it was used into the weather station in Antarctica for a while, and so we start producing them for people who want to travel, who need to travel for working, just for vacation, or maybe staying outdoor from their house.
Or maybe even like doing PODA or something, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
It is made for.
Yeah.
And this one can
And
be
so look,
used
if I'm packing this, look.
also on your
let's see.
on your leg. We supply the strap leg, so you can put this one and just use.
That's amazing. Okay, let's take another look at some of these down on
Yeah.
this end. Okay, lots more options to decide.
Yeah.
You know me, I'm a sucker for the gold. I love the gold, especially gold and black. But these ones are very beautiful. So tell me a little bit more about the keys as I'm coming down to this side.
Okay, I can start from this one since it is a very different and massive key. It's a
Wow.
whole block of brass with
Giant block of brass there.
with a Cerakote treatment too. This one is a piece of stainless steel, which can be personalized, so custom
call sign or message.
Yeah, we can engrave call signs, logos, and others people ask for. Solid gold contacts, so real solid gold material for the contacts. They are not plated.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Solid gold contacts.
Yeah.
And so that's just for basically precision in the connection.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
That is something crazy. I don't know if I've ever seen that before, but that's amazing. So that's something to pay attention to for the people at home.
Then nickel thread screws with a very small thread, so you have more possibility to adjust it, and stainless steel screw. And then a very thin finger pieces with this perforation option, which prevent any slippage of your finger while you are using for a while time, or maybe during the summer if temperatures are very high.
Cool. And what's this model called?
Magnum.
Magnum. Okay, I like that. I like Magnum. That sounds like my style there.
Then this one is called Pearl because has the shape of the pearl, and the same. This one has a gold-plated finish. Has this one black plated.
And you can see, look at this one and look at this. You can see the Cerakote finish, similar to the other one. The Cerakote is a beautiful finish.
Yeah.
If you can see in the video, the Cerakote just has, to the touch, it even feels different when you're holding it.
It seems velvet.
Yeah,
right?
It feels like velvet, yeah.
And of course, it's easier to maintain, cleaned, no fingerprints on it. As instead on this, you can see many spots because people just poke here.
Yeah, it's more of a shiny finish,
Yeah.
So you might get the polish out, polish this one up a little bit, yeah.
You take a little bit. This one is the first magnetic key we made.
Oh, wow.
The name is the Classic.
The Classic.
Yeah. The finish is called Professional because Cerakote. The Cerakote finish cost a little bit in Italy, but we prefer keeping the best possibility to use the best technology available. Also, this one is Cerakote.
Cerakote,
Yeah.
Except this is a white Cerakote as well, which is interesting.
And I have
But beautiful
one.
gold accents, beautiful red, so you still get a nice, beautiful colored key on this one. And also, look at the Begali engraving. You only get that with Begali.
I personally designed the logo by hand because
No kidding.
Yeah, because I studied art academy in the past, and then I translated
I
it
love
into
this key.
that.
I love this key.
And I show you another finish which is very uncommon because it's easy if you have to make a flat finish like a single color. But this one is very uncommon.
Ooh.
We call tarol.
Wow, it's kind of wavy.
Yeah.
It's like a marble almost kind of look.
And it is made from the same company who treat the others.
Right.
Because they have the big furnace with a lot of agent, with a lot of temperature. So each key texture is completely different from the others. So you can have a single piece different from the others. And with a film of Cerakote too.
Okay, Bruna.
I'm so sorry.
It's decision time. I have to make a decision. I have to buy one of these. So I guess your first decision as you're first getting into Morse is you got to decide: are you going to get a straight key or you're going to get the paddle? I think you can do the paddle. I mean, it depends on what you want to learn, but I think even a newbie, you could go with the paddle, but you say some people like the straight key.
Yeah, I think if you want to be already ready for going on and being faster, you have to choose this one.
I think so too. I think I'm gonna go with the paddle. And so what's your kind of final recommendations?
Okay. I don't want to charge you a lot of money, so since you are the beginner. So
well, you can maybe give me a couple final options.
Sure.
I think that I really like this key.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would suggest this one also because you can keep this key for all your life.
Wow.
Because these are not only for the beginner, they are for the beginner for the price, of course, but they are made with a spring return with a special tension that won't lose any tension during the time. Yeah, because we have them made from a company who make only springs.
Right.
So we recommend to have this.
And if you need to adjust it, you can adjust it.
Sure.
Because a spring, that's why it's gonna last so long is because you can change the spring even as the spring naturally loses a little bit of the springiness, you just make an adjustment.
Of course, of course.
Okay.
It's very easy. So, or this one, which has spring return, or you can start with the magnetic. But I can suggest to start with this.
You can start with the spring.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good option.
You can keep for all your life, or if in a day or in the future would you like to improve a little bit of upgrade, you can start looking at the magnetic.
Okay. So why not? Do you have one of these and this one in stock?
In white, yeah.
Let's do this one. This is the one I'm gonna go with. What's the name of this model?
Simplex.
Simplex, okay.
This is a special Simplex Pro finish, has this one.
I actually like the white with the gold.
Yeah, it's more elegant.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Perfect. My husband is just looking for your key.
Okay. Bruna gets to do all the talking, the husband does all the working, you know?
Yeah.
What's your name? Robert. James.
It's a pleasure being here, of course.
It's a pleasure.
With you all.
And how much is this one?
220.
Okay, well, I brought my wallet to the Hamfest, of course.
I will show you. You will have also the dust cover, so you can cover your key.
That's perfect. Dust cover.
Yeah, and now I open your key so you can test and look that everything is perfect on it.
Wow, guys. I'm so happy with this. This is beautiful. This is class, and you can feel the weight. I didn't go with one of the a little bit larger models. I might upgrade later. Like you said, I'm going with the spring.
Yeah.
I'm going with the paddle. You can also get magnetic if you want to go with the magnetic, but you really can't go wrong.
Absolutely.
You really can't go wrong, and you can also have multiple. And these were something that will also retain their value. I mean, it's a great key.
Yeah, thanks.
So.
And you have also a serial number over here. So you have a serial.
Mm-hmm.
My father's sign at the bottom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
You can be sure they are not a replica or a fake one.
Yes.
So
yes.
even if, I don't know, maybe someone can just copy the sign.
Yeah.
Never say never, you know. And which kind of finger pieces do you prefer in aluminum? Black, blue, or red?
Black, blue, or red? I think since I have these ones in the red, I think I will go with the black.
With the black? Perfect.
Yeah. Or you know, actually, I think I will go with the red also. I like the red. I like the way the red
Great.
looks a lot. This is a happy customer. This is a happy customer. I've been waiting a long time to buy a Begali key, so I'm happy that I'm finally doing it.
Let me move my plant. And you can choose between these.
Wow.
Solid with holes. Take to settle.
Look at these. Ooh, that is pretty.
And if
That
you
is
want,
beautiful.
Also the black one has been said before.
I think I'm gonna do these two. Beautiful.
So you can just try the difference between the solid and the perforated one.
I like the perforated, yeah. I
Yeah.
think those combine really nice with my key too.
Because of course the plastic one are a little bit more flexible, especially during the change of temperature. So if it's cold, it's not normal. If it's too hot, they could start being a little bit more flexible.
Yeah.
The aluminum one, they say in that way.
Yeah, and I will say too, some of these keys for you guys who are doing PODA or you're like taking them, you can get the smaller ones, but I can take this to a park, no problem. So it's kind of a medium size. I mean, obviously I'll mostly be using it at home, but they do have the smaller, more, if you're looking for something that's very portable, that might be a good option for you too.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm mostly gonna be at home and I'm gonna be doing a lot of learning, so I want something that's a little bit bigger.
Sure.
Yeah.
This key weighs 1.95 kg, so it should be about 2 pounds and something.
Yeah.
So it's not very heavy for going around if you need to use it outdoor, but it's heavy enough for using everywhere.
Perfect.
And if you need anyway, we are always there. If you need any information, you have some question, everyone can write me and I reply to the emails as quick as possible with all the information I can give.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry just for
Bruna and Robert, thank you guys so much. Thank you for all the great service, and hopefully we're trying to do some more over at Ham Radio Prep with training. Thank you. with Ham Radio Prep, we're trying to do more training to get, because we have a lot of new people that are trying to get into CW. We do a lot of new technician licenses, general license, amateur extra. So it's great to be able to tell people where to go to get a CW key when they get started. Begali keys with the beautiful logo designed by Bruna.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank you, Robert. I will.
We've helped over 60,000 students get their US FCC amateur radio license, and we can help you too, no matter your age or educational background. Go to www.hamradioprep.com and try a free lesson today.